Hello friends and welcome to my channel. This is Kiddos Corral and I'm Heidi. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to make my Valentine Linzer cookie, and these are heavenly and they're super simple to make, but they look really fancy, like you spent all day in the kitchen, but you really didn't. I started making these last year for Valentine's Day, and one thing that I did last year was I made the cookie great big, and then I gave all my friends each a Valentine heart-shaped cookie for Valentine's Day. So this year I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make them just regular size cookies to have for company, and I wanted to share with you guys how easy this is, because if you make this, you will impress everybody, because they will think that you are a something special genius in the kitchen. I love these. Everybody's like, oh, I can't believe you made these. They look like you bought them from a bakery. They are so pretty. They're delicate, but they are so absolutely out of this world delicious. And I want to share the recipe with all of you in case you all want to enjoy these cookies for Valentine's Day with your friends and family. Let's get started in making our dough. So you're going to want to start out with 2 sticks of butter. That's 1 cup of butter, unsalted. I probably have warmed my butter up a little too much because I decided that I didn't want to wait for it to come to room temperature, but it'll be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my butter. Which will be fine. I'm going to add in a 1/2 cup of sugar. And then I'm going to add in a nice generous teaspoon of vanilla, because vanilla is really what makes these cookies taste so good. Now I'm going to add just my flat beater paddle, and I just want to start combining this all together. Now that my butter and sugar are creamed together and my vanilla, I want to add in 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I want to add in a teaspoon of salt and combine this on low until it all comes together. Okay, now that my dough has all come together, and I'll show you what it looks like. It'll pull together in your mixer really simply, and if you don't have a KitchenAid, you can use a wooden spoon. Just takes a little bit of elbow exercise, but it will pull together all the same. Now you want to flour your countertop. Because of the amount of butter in this recipe, the dough is really sticky, so you just want to gently work with it. So I'm going to pull all my dough out and put it here on my floured surface. Put a little bit more flour on the top. And you don't want to overwork this, but you just want to bring this together into a nice disc. Because this dough has to be refrigerated for about 30 minutes before you can actually use it. There we go. And this dough, every time I make it, it just comes out perfectly every single time. Look how beautiful that dough is. That is perfect. So now I'm just going to use my plastic wrap. And I'm going to wrap this ball of dough. There it is in a disc. And now I'm going to pop it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. And then when I come back, I'll show you how to make these beautiful Linzer cookies for Valentine's Day. Okay, let's get started in making these cookies. I can't hardly wait. So as you can see, my dough just came out of the refrigerator, and I wanted to show you guys my heart-shaped cutters. These are really inexpensive. These come from Walmart. They were 98 cents, and then these are the ones that I'm actually going to use out of the kit, because you want a top and a bottom, and your top to have a small heart cut out in the middle so that it's a Linzer cookie in which you will be able to see the strawberry jam that we're going to fill them with. So that is why you need two sides. What I do is unwrap this dough, and I am going to cut this dough in half. Let's see if I have a knife in here. I do. We're just going to start with half, and then we'll come back to the other half and finish off the cookies. I want to flour my surface pretty generously because this is a very buttery dough and it does have a tendency to stick. So I just pull it together once again in a disc shape. And if you start rolling it out and it starts to crack a little bit, don't fear, just pull your dough back together and start over. It's very forgiving. So I'm going to flour my rolling pin. And once you get it in the desired thickness that you like, you want to go ahead and start cutting out your cookies. And that's the easy part. And I'm just placing these on a baking sheet that's covered with parchment paper. Now once you cut out three bottoms, I cut out 3 tops, and then in the center of each top, I just want to cut out the little tiny heart. You can see mine came apart a little bit there, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, now that I have my cookies all cut out and my oven is preheated at 350 degrees, I'm going to bake these cookies between 12 and 15 minutes until they are lightly golden brown on the edges, and then I'm going to allow them to cool completely before we fill them. Okay, we are back and it is time to finish up our cookies. They're all nice and cool. Now some of them will bake up a little bit browner because it is kind of hard to make sure that they're all the same, what do I want to say, like thickness. So if they're a little bit thinner, they tend to get a little bit more brown, but that's okay because you're not even going to be able to see that whenever we are done with these cookies. Now, the thing that I have in my hand right now, and I'm going to try to open this so you guys can see, is a jar of my homemade, if you guys can see in there, this is my homemade strawberry preserves. Now, you don't have to use homemade strawberry preserves. I just happen to have a bunch on hand because every year I make a bunch of preserves and give it away at Christmas time because the strawberry jam or preserves, whatever you like to call it, is so delicious. I'll link that video down below if you want to check that out. So now I'm going to show you guys how to put together these cookies. It is so easy. Now, you obviously need a bottom, okay? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to pull my little plate over here. this is what I'm going to serve the cookies on. We just got done having a roast. I've never used my Instant Pot before, just used my Instant Pot today, and the roast was absolutely amazing. And now this is going to be our little dessert with some coffee. So I'm going to show you guys how to put these together. So you're going to take a little bit of the preserves. I'm getting some on a spoon here. And you're going to take your, I always flip them over, and put a little bit of preserves in the center and spread it out. Now there is your bottom with the preserves on it. And now you want to take one of your hearted cookies. Now this is the one that you cut the heart out, and I'm going to dust the top of this with some powdered sugar. And this is going to make the effect of that strawberry really show through whenever you put this together. Now look how pretty that cookie is. And now I'm going to finish off some of these. Now, some of these cookies I did not punch the hole in for the preserves. And you can do that, and it still makes a beautiful cookie that tastes fabulous. You can, if you don't have a heart-shaped cutter, that's okay. Use a glass. Just make them round. Put the preserves in them. You can put any kind of preserves that you like. I typically use strawberry because I make these around Valentine's Day. But you can use apricot. I've used apple before. I made them round for a lady's tea, and I've done apple because a lot of people tend to like apple. You can do peaches. You can do whatever you want and really just change this recipe up to the way that you like it. I'm going to give you guys a little closer view of this cookie. Is that not so delicate and pretty? I absolutely love the way these cookies come out. Now I'm going to do another one. And I've got more preserves if I run out. It just takes a wee bit. And dust my second top with some confectionery sugar, and I'm dusting them off over top of my confectionery sugar holder so that I don't get powdered sugar everywhere, and it just makes it easier for me to do that way. There we go. Cookie number 2. Is that not beautiful? I just love the way these look. I mean, I just feel like if somebody gave me a box of these, or even just one big one, it just really looks like you took the time to make something for them, for me, or them, for Valentine's Day. I just think they are so pretty. I hope you all enjoyed this recipe. Thank you so much for watching. And please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And I hope you all have a fantastic Valentine's Day. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this recipe. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit that like button if you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you all have a fantastic Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a fantastic week. Bye, guys.